Well, following a career in baseball, Bob Wilber became a longtime PR rep for NHRA drivers. Well, now he's finding a home writing books about sports. For his new novel, How Far? A Tale of Determination, DNA, and Drama, Wilber draws on his own experiences to chronicle a fictional story on the friendship between a hockey player from Minnesota and a baseball player from Huntington Beach. Painter Lopez has more.
What inspired you to write this book about athletes from those two sports?
That's a great question, and I really don't know. I wanted to step completely outside my comfort zone and do something very different. So the genre is actually historical fiction. This is all real stuff, real places, real events, but I made up these two characters who are the guys and I wrote it in their voices. I thought, what better juxtaposition than a baseball player and a hockey player who are 180 degrees out from each other in terms of upbringing, where they grew up, and anything they've ever done until they meet, and then their lives change.
Do you consider this a sports book?
It is a life book with a sports lens. That's the way I see it. And the best advice anybody ever gives a writer is write what you know. And I grew up in sports. So I'm the son of a former Major League ball player. I played professional baseball. I was in drag racing for 20 years. So I use that as my lens to see things.
Brooks Bennett, in the book, the baseball player, grew up in Huntington Beach, obviously a surfer, his parents hippies. That was that character. What is it about him that will appeal to Southern Californians, do you think?
Just the very fact that his upbringing in that area made him a very unique guy. Especially compared to my Minnesota guy. I thought, this is where this guy's got to be from. And his parents were hippies. They were surfers. He grew up as a surfer, but he was gifted. I think it'll all ring with anybody who reads it, because that's the lifestyle. That's where he grew up.
What about the surfing details that are in the book? Who did you go to for that?
Well, my funny car driver, Del Worsham, grew up surfing. He grew up in that culture. He told me all about it and what it was like to do that and shred. And I knew all the lingo from Del. That Southern California mentality was just bred into me from him.
When people read your book, what do you hope they take away out of it at the end?
I think there's a lot of life lessons in it. I hope, anyway. I'm getting a lot of emails from people saying they cried 15 times already. And I told them, hell, I cried when I wrote it. So it's pretty emotional. I think it's more emotional than it is sports. Sports is just the lens I use to get it out there. And I tell people to this day that I didn't really write this book. Brooks and Eric wrote it. I just transcribed it. I just sat down at my computer every day and they told me what to write. And I'm not insane, but yeah, I still hear their voices in my head. I'm proud of it. So I'm happy I did it, and they're my friends.